I'm going to go ahead and get started. I was in a mission with Ureli, and my boy Barney right here was doing something really weird. Barney was procking Tau on enemies. Actually, I didn't know that's what it was at first. I just noticed a bunch of Tau statuses, and I could not figure out where they were coming from. And then I realized it was Barney. So, first, let's make sure we're good to go. Let's take everything off of Barney. Okay, he has no mods. Let's take everything off of his weapon. All right. Now let's see how things are supposed to be. Right? So come on over here, Barney. Show me what you got. Exactly what we'd expect. Very little damage, just cold. That's it, right? That's what you're going to get from a Verglass with no mods, right? Okay. Now, let's try something here. Let's equip the Venato Prime. Now, if you notice, Venato Prime has this unique trait that says on status effect, inflict Tau status effect. That's weird. Now, Barney, you ready? Let's take Barney back over here. Okay, just what we would expect, right? Still just regular old cold statuses. Now check this out. I jump on Merulina, and all of a sudden, we're proccing a lot of Tau status. This is what's called unattributed damage. I just learned about it. There's a whole page in the wiki. But basically, unattributed damage is damage that the game says comes from nowhere. Now, it's like ghost damage. Now, what's goofy about that is instead of the game treating it like damage that comes from nowhere, it treats it like damage that comes from everywhere. Okay? Let me show you what I mean. Because this gives Barney, believe it or not, the ability to proc primary and secondary arcanes. Not all of them, but a couple of them. Okay? So, let's go to Barney. Let's go to the Verglass. Let's do our old viral heat setup. Right? Now, first, we have viral and radiation and heat. Now, another thing that's interesting to remember about Tau status is it basically makes enemies more status vulnerable. Another way you can think of that is it increases your status chance. So at 10 stacks of Tau, hang on a second, let me look it up on the wiki. Looking up Tau status. All right, at 10 stacks of Tau, it gives you basically 100% extra status chance. It's 100% extra status vulnerability against enemies, but that basically equates to you having an extra 100% status chance against that particular enemy. Now, with something like a Verglass, that's very interesting because obviously this is an extremely high status weapon, right? So actually, let's show what that looks like first. All right, Barney's got the old Verglass on, right? Get him, Barney. All right. Who's he shooting? Shooting this guy? Okay, there we go. All right, now, Tau status, all of a sudden, look at how many stacks he's getting. because it's making this Blitz Eximus double vulnerable to statuses. So when you're using heat damage, that's obviously a lot of heat. We immediately maxed out viral, we immediately maxed out radiation, and we're putting a load of heat statuses on them, right? Okay, I jump off. Well, eventually these tau statuses are going to fall off, right? Right, because I'm not on Merulina anymore. When I'm off Merulina, no tau. On Merulina, tau. Super weird. Okay, now, I know this works in mission because I was doing it in mission. And we might run a mission after this to show. Okay, now let's get weird. You know, one of the secondary arcanes that can proc off of unattributed damage, it's secondary fortifier. So, if this is working the way that I think it's working, we're going to go over here. Barney, do your thing, homie. Zapping this guy, right? Jump on Merulina. Oh my god. Look at that. I am racking up overguard from Barney shooting this guy with his Verglass. I got 1,700, almost 1,800 overguard off of that. We're just going to let Barney kill this guy because I want to. Alright, now, let's see something else here. You know one of the primary arcanes that can proc off of unattributed damage? It's primary debilitate. So, check this out. Come on, Barney. You got more work to do, homie. We're gonna hop on Merulina. Yeah, who are you shooting? Okay. Now look. Toxin, cold, electric. Look at that. All of those extra statuses that are proccing from primary debilitate. So I'm stealing overguard and proccing a ton of extra statuses. All from this guy and the unattributed damage. Watch, I'm going to get off Merulina. And those extra statuses are going to fall off. On Merulina, he immediately starts proccing the extra statuses again. You guys tracking? Okay. Want to do more damage instead? Cascadia Empowered also procs off of unattributed damage. So let's see how fast we can make Barney nuke these Eximuses. Let's do this one. Contagious Bond. Oh, by the way, he also procs Seismic Bond while I'm on Merulina for some reason, even though it's not really a channeled ability. How janky. So, let's go over here. Check it out. All right. Stop. You see this? He's also giving me 30% ability efficiency from me just being on Merulina, even though it's not really a channeled ability. Super bizarre. But he should be doing a ton of extra damage. It's kind of hard to tell, because every time he procs a status effect, it should be doing 750 damage. But that is also that same status effect type. You decided to work on this guy, huh? Notice I'm not getting any overguard anymore. Let's just let them work. Check that out. He'll nuke him eventually. We don't have to sit there and watch, though. They have Overguard and their Xmas', so it's going to take him a second. Okay. Is it just the Verglass? Let's see. Our attacks. Similar setup. Let's go, Barney. Do your thing, homie. Barney, you're kind of dumb. Hop on Merulina. Come on, dude. There you go. Tau. Ton of extra status effects. Way less damage because the R-Tax isn't built for damage. Especially the way that I have it set up. But the point stands. Oh, I have melee Kareen on. That's why those guys froze. Anyway. Works on the R-Tax. Okay, so if it works on Barney with a Verglass, what else can it work on? I'm gonna throw Fortifier back on here. Could it work on any other pet? What about Percy, my Panzervolpiphyla? Come on, Percy. Let's see what you got. So we're gonna come over here. Percy's being aggressive, so Percy's just doing his thing. Nothing weird, right? Just a bunch of viral, right? Jump on Merulina. Now let's see. Wait a second. He is proccing viral, Tau, toxin, cold. How is that even possible? Percy just became the ultimate primer. Look at that. He's about to kill the crap out of all these guys. I don't know if I have Contagious Bomb. Yep, oh, we do. Okay. Percy is nuking. Now, if that is not the craziest thing you have ever seen. Oh, hang on a second. Let's see. I don't have Seismic Bond on him. Let's see if he procs Seismic Bond. What am I going to get rid of here? Probably Reinforced Bond because she gets a huge fire rate buff. So if we take Percy into a mission, that's not going to be a big deal. Now, here we go. We're on Merulina. Well, he's going to proc Seismic Bond anyway, because he does melee damage. Never mind. Well, but this is not a channeled ability, right? My health, or my energy is not going down. Where's he at? Still proccing Tau. Still proccing a bunch of extra statuses. Just absolutely bizarre. Okay. See if there's anything else we need to do. So we've got this on secondary fortifier. Got my tenant Galaxian on primary debilitate. We got a match. Always got a match. Got the old Venato. We got Percy. let's go into a mission. Just to see. Just so you guys can see that it works in the field. Where am I going? Alright. Solo mission. Let's do a Fisher to make it a little bit more interesting. And I'm farming ducats for TennoCon and Relay starting tomorrow. Let's freeze these guys. Take them out. They're kind of in the way. And let's go find some bad guys, shall we? And what's up? See, you see Tau? Pay close attention. I'm already seeing him with Tau. Let's throw some of these out here so I can get my fire rate buff. See that? Let's see. Where's Percy at? He's over here. Is he putting Tau on fools? I'm not seeing any Tau right now, which is weird. I was definitely seeing it from Barney. Oh, there was a Tau on a guy. I can just turn on Aqua Blades and just shred these guys up. Let Percy put it in the work. Now we got a bunch of Percys running around. Look at that. But see, there's nowhere else that toxin would be coming from except for unattributed damage. Alright, you guys get the point. If you pay attention, and I'll call it out, you will see guys. Oh, and see all that overguard? I mean, I just stole overguard from this guy. But there is definitely extra overguard that I'm getting from secondary fortifier. Just totally absurd. Like, I don't know if this is enough to make me a rally main. I really enjoy the K-Drive. I know a lot of people don't. But I don't know if that's enough for me to play her a lot. But this is it. I mean, it's up there because this is crazy. I mean, I'm kind of killing them too fast for you to see, but you're seeing it's procking. Well, that's procking cold. There you go. See a toxin on a guy? That's from primary debilitate. I think I said exhilarate earlier. Every once in a while you'll see a Tau floating around. Now, when we do this with Barney in a mission, dude, Barney puts an insane number of Tau procs on guys. Like, he immediately maxes it out. We'll just wait for the Acolyte to get here. And we'll extract, and then we'll run one with Barney. Just so you can see what I'm talking about. Because it is busted. No Tau. No Tau. But definitely toxin and cold that should not be there. In fact, we'll just run it to 5 minutes, whether the acolyte's here or not. Because I want to show you Barney proc and Tau on fools. Now there he is. Cool. Cool. This guy steals some more overguard. Misery. I don't remember what he does. Makes you miserable, I guess. I am an arcane circumvent fool, by the way. I don't know where he is. I can't see him, but he's dead. Anyway. Alright, let's start making our way. I think the exit's going to be this way. Guess this is where the life support towers are. So the exit's going to be somewhere weird. So once we hit 5 minutes, we're going to kill the Thrax. We're going to get out of here. And then I'm going to show you Barney stacking Tau like a madman. There it is. Alright, this way. Man, I really like the K-Drive. If you're a millennial like me, you probably played Tony Hawk back in the day. And that's what it reminds me of. It's playing Tony Hawk. I don't know why I put no relic when it's just me in the mission. That's a habit that I have. Alright. We're gonna kill these guys real quick. Alright. Let's get out of here. And then we will... Oh, I hate this tile. It's so hard to navigate. Alright. It's just the stairs. Oh, you see... Let's see if you can see my overguard go up at all. From Percy. Now we see it going down though.
They fought well. Good deaths all.
Okay. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go back to Barney. The goat. Viral heat.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
Same thing. I don't need... There we go. There we go. Primary debilitate. Fortifier. Venato. Okay. Same mission.
Your weapons make music, and the enemy calls for a song.
That's right. Calls for a song.
The Arcane Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support.
Okay. Get him, Barney. Now, let's watch him. See Tau? See how he's procking Tau? No, that's crazy, right? I think being able to put that many Tau stacks that fast is wild. I guess my next thing. I wonder if, like, if I use Dirga, if Dirga would be proccing Tau from Arc Coil. Because I did test with Taxon just to see in the simulacrum if the same effect would happen with a Sentinel instead of see more Tau in there. To see if the same effect would happen with a Sentinel instead of a MOA. And it definitely worked with Taxon with the Verglass, but I did not check to see. Now see, he's getting me, stealing Overguard for me, you see that? That's crazy. Alright. So I'd be curious if Manifold Bond would actually proc. Yeah, Barney Nuke, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I'd be curious if when Barney did not seem to be doing it with his Manifold Bond abilities, because I'll put Coolant Leak on him or the Stompy one. Those all proc Manifold Bond, and I don't remember seeing Tau from that. Basically, we'll just play this mission out, and then I will get off and I will post this on YouTube. I searched on YouTube and the wiki and a couple of other places, and I could not see anybody else documenting this effect already. There are people, there are like some niche people that will talk about unattributed damage, but I didn't see anybody particularly talking about unattributed damage from pets caused by Merulina. Blaze. I also will be making a video later about the build framework that I've been working on. Notice how much energy I have. I am not using primed flow. I have a ton of armor. Primary bulwark benefits from it. Works on almost every frame that uses energy, at least. I'm pretty excited about it because I have absurd amounts of energy, really good survivability, good damage. Where's he at? I don't see him. I like the armor strip this fool. Barney will kill him. Oh no, Barney's down. How dare you? You terrible person. How dare you take down Barney? Can't do anything about Barney. Barney's the star of the show right now. Whoop. Doing that. Alright, Barney's back in the game. That's not where I wanted to put that. Okay. About 30 more seconds. We'll start heading towards the exit. Oh, it's gonna be only this way, right?
This would be an excellent place to deploy it.
Feel dumb if it isn't. Barney, what are you doing? You gotta keep up, guy. It's a hard world out there.
The deeper I can search, but
You saw what that acolyte did to you. You weren't paying attention.
void manifestations.
Where's this
drawn
guy?
to this cursed place of swollen lives. They will drain your life support unless they are destroyed.
Let's see if we can get one more Barney nuke yet. Just because that brings me joy. Come on. You can do it, Barney. There we go. Get him. Okay, well, we're gonna go. I don't have time to mess with that. I don't want to waste everybody's time. We're just gonna extract. I'll recap. And then we'll end the stream and end the video. Hopefully the audio came out alright. I was having to do some weird testing on my audio. I usually stream straight from my Xbox, but I don't have any good audio for that. So I'm actually using OBS on my laptop, and I was just messing around. 412, not quite 100, but who cares? Spent a lot of time standing around watching Barney kill stuff. Okay, so to recap, unattributed damage is damage that the game considers to be from nowhere. It's a ghost damage. But instead of being from nowhere, the game treats it like it's from everywhere. So it procs the Tau status effect when you have Venato Prime. It procs secondary Fortifier and Cascadia Empowered. It procs primary Debilitate. And for some crazy reason, when you are using your Rally and you mount on Merulina, your companion's attacks are considered unattributed damage. They proc all of those effects. We're proccing one of the most powerful primary arcanes, we're proccing one of the most powerful secondary arcanes, and we're proccing Tau status, leading to much higher DPS. So, thanks for watching. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I hope everybody learned something new. I definitely did. And I'll catch y'all next time.